Hello. So I'm finally finished with my multi-genre project. I think posting everything to Google Sites actually took longer than the rest of my project, but I finally figured it out. Anyway, I actually really enjoyed doing this project. It was really good practice for when we're all actually teaching next spring, which I think will come faster than we all think it is. It did take me a while to come up with a research question, not because I couldn't think of anything, but because I had way too many questions and wasn't sure which I wanted to focus on. I finally decided to go with my question about using art in the classroom after reading the chapter about the art of story in Penny Kittle's textbook. And I know I am totally a Penny Kittle groupie and so obvious about it, but I just really like what she has to say. So as a student, I've always loved integrating drawing into anything that I can, which is always really great with English literature. It's really easy and useful to complement a novel or poem or something with a drawing, but I realize that I've never done it the other way around, with drawing as thinking and drawing as the writing. And so with that, I had my research question. After that, I played around with a lot of different ways to follow through with this question. Um, I tried to keep in mind that not every student is like me, someone who loves art and everything to do with art. So I wanted to make everything very useful. I decided to try out some of the sites like ToonDo and FlockDraw and see if these could be of any help. And I actually really liked ToonDo as a source for students creating kind of comic-like storyboards that could go along with their writing. I also wanted to use photography as an art form, um, since I think that, especially in a lot of high schools, there's photography classes and more kids are taking them. So I wanted to see if I could incorporate that into a writer's workshop. So I did an artifact that had students choosing a few photos and creating a sort of found photography sort of poem based on those photos. Also using them kind of like a storyboard, but more as inspiration. And this was really cool because I realized while I was doing it that there were so many ways that these 6 photos that I used could have been organized. And that's kind of really what I was trying to get at. And mostly the end result of my research was that student writing and all writing is pliable, and that students really need to realize that the first draft is just that, the first draft. And it's sometimes necessary to not only edit their writing, but revision it as well. Overall, I learned so much from doing this project. I also love that I'll have this website as I go into teaching, and also everyone else's from the class to reference while I teach. It's been really interesting the last couple days to see what questions everyone chose for their research. And to realize that a lot of them are definitely questions that I have too. So it'll be helpful to see everyone's mini lessons tomorrow and to read over all of the research and the artifacts and everything that they did. And because of mine, I feel like I'm so much more informed on this subject of using art in writing, and I can't wait to try it out in my teaching.